Oh, that's right. We'd been through the sewers and come back up through the Elf Song Tavern. Okay. And there we find ourselves upon the roof overlooking the beautiful scene of the city below us. And it does look nice with the bunting in the streets. And actually, something I wouldn't have appreciated running around the floor, but look at the dome of this building over here. What is that? Is it just some wine festival is right underneath me? Whatever that is, looks very impressive. Yeah, maybe we should spend more time on the rooftops in Baldur's Gate so we can actually see what's going on down below. Anyway, hope you've all had a great weekend. We have various quests to see to. Take a look on the map. So, current ideas for today is to go and start doing some of these companion quests around the city and explore the city as well. I think we've got the urgent stuff done. We've killed the murderer and we've freed Lae'zel, who was kidnapped by Orin. So that was all time-related stuff. And I think for the rest of the time, we can actually just have a wander around. We can explore. We can look at stuff. Do some companion quests, some side quests. And there is quite a lot of stuff to do. It all sounds good. I think we're going to start with going to... What's this one? Oh, there's that building. Look, with that roof. The Wizard of Waterdeep. This is at Sorcerer's Sundries. Okay, so all those quests lead to the same place. Excellent. Let's go check this out. Let's head southwest out of here and go and see what we've got. Just make sure we are all recording. We are live. I think we are. I don't know why that YouTube screen always changes when I start playing. I don't know why. Anyway, it's back. Let's go see what we can find today then. Okay, so challenge number 1. To find the way back off the roof up here. Right, now by the way, folks, we are considering doing a multiplayer run of Baldur's Gate 3 on our Mondays, multiplayer Mondays. Our Monday night Mondays. It would be unusual to have Tuesday night Mondays, wouldn't it? But maybe we should do that just as a thing. But yes, anyway, multiplayer Mondays, we're thinking of doing a Baldur's Gate 3 run. And totally not focusing on the story, none of the companion quests, just four idiots playing Baldur's Gate causing chaos is the idea. Where the hell? How have we got a magic mirror? And what exactly is this? Oh, we're in camp, so the rest of the party aren't with us. That was causing me some confusion there. It's a shame. Let's have a look. What is this then? I'm regretting clicking on this already. Ah, okay. This is what it does. What? I didn't start with these scars. But if we wanted to change our appearance, I think we'll just come out of that before I do something I regret. Hiya, T-Pod. How are you? Halcyon, I don't think there's anything else to see here, is there? How do we leave this room? Through the leave rooms button, obviously, Mark. It's complicated stuff, this. Very technical. Right, so that was in there. So we just want to go downstairs with the boys and girls, don't we? Who have I got with me? There's someone with a very strange hat on there. Astarion? What are you wearing? It looks... What have I put on Astarion? Let's have a look at this. It made me think I had the wrong character. The Mask of Soul Perception. Detect thoughts. +2 bonus to attack. Wait a minute. A +2 bonus to attack rolls? That's massive. Okay. I don't know if I'd appreciated it was quite as good as that when I found it. Do we want to talk to anyone in here? I think we cleared up all the goings on in this place. There's a door at the back here. Have we not been in here? AJ Head, your character has scars too. They're invisible. I think it's from Valo's Fake Eye. What's that from? Is that something that you've picked up? I don't remember the name. Harvard Willoughby. Fibs Brogan.
Keep it quick. Hey, smart stuff. I'm Willoughby, the comedian. And we got a little contest here called the Laugh Riot. You want to play along?
I do, but not with Astarion. Let's have a go at this.
Hey, smart stuff. I'm Willoughby, the comedian. And we got a little contest
I'm pretty
here
good
called
at
the Laugh
riots.
Riot.
I'm in. Suits me.
Great! I'll go first to show you how it's done, and then you can see if you can top me. Hello, Baldurians! You know, I wouldn't be here tonight, except my wife ran off with a cambium. That's right. I got fiend zone.
Ha ha ha.
We used to have a drow comedian. I had to ask her to stop casting Tasha's hideous laughter on the audience.
Cringe.
Then I asked her how many drow it takes to light a torch, and she said, none. We have dark vision.
This is.
So I killed her.
The elf
That's
song
a good bit.
patrons think that one's funny. There may be hope for you yet.
God, I hate those
Your turn,
veins on his
smart
face.
stuff. Knock 'em dead, but not literally. Got me?
So I need to come up with a better joke. Okay. Willoughby the comedian, folks. Were his jokes good? Or did he just smell funny? That's like... What's the difference between a dwarf and a bullet? You can't toss the bullet. Hey, I asked a wizard to cast Shatter. He said, Shatter? I hardly know her. I'll go with the dwarf and the bullet one. What's the difference between a dwarf and a bullet? You can't toss the bullet.
Adequate, but no better.
Intimidation. What do you call a room full of people who don't applaud? Dead. Do I go down that route? I tried sleeping with a dragonborn the other night, but it didn't work out. He had a reptile dysfunction. He had a reptile dysfunction.
Win or lose, I'm stealing that one.
You're not. That's mine. That's mine. I've got copyright on that. The Dead 3, am I right? What losers? You know why Bane worshippers will never conquer the world? They don't have the balls. A Mind Flayer's Duergar slave lost his nose, so I asked the Illithid, how does he smell? And it said, I have eaten its brain. Clap or I'll rip out your spines. Our cleric tried to cast Healing Word on a ham, but it was already cured. I like that one.
Big jokes are never wrong. Well done.
Any more?
Cheers, whistles, and applause. You're almost shocked.
Yeah, you're hilarious. Now get out of here before I lose my job.
Don't really know what the point of that was. That's pretty good. I wonder if that's like a little bard quest or something. That would be cool, wouldn't it? A little like sub-quest for a bard. They were pretty good jokes. Hang on, there's two things in here that aren't claimed.
No traps, please.
I like the fire. Oh, isn't that good? I love pubs where you have a fire like that going. They're getting few and far between, but there's a few country pubs around us that do this still, and it's just amazing in winter. Go and sit by it. Okay, I think we're done here. And we're heading southwest. So yeah, we're thinking about this multiplayer Baldur's Gate run. It's going to be... Imagine the title, 4 Idiots Play Baldur's Gate, and you can expect what you're going to get. It's going to be me, TC Freer, Voice of Todd, and the Aimless, who you've all seen playing on these Monday nights. And let's go, where's southwest? This way. So I was thinking of playing a bard, multi-class with a little bit of rogue thrown in there. A melee bard, or a combat bard, I should say, who's into stealing stuff. Because you know what I'm like. I kind of like claiming ownership of other people's gear in this game. And seeing as Payday 3 has had such a disastrous launch, maybe we can recreate some heists in here. The great +1 longsword heist. I think it sounds good, doesn't it? Chop, 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 multiplayer playthrough. It wouldn't all just be about murder hoboing, but there would probably be quite a bit of that. I am going to... Where am I going to? Actually, I can't find place. The chromatic scale. That sounds like a shop, doesn't it? The glitter scale. Have I already been in there? I need to explore the city now. I felt like we had to rush through it before because there was like quests, timed quests that we really had to do. It's due south. But now I feel like we can spend time just looking around and taking stuff in, which I really would like to do in here. You never know what we might find. And also, it looks like that fancy domed building that we saw is the place where we want to go next. So that's perfect. Can we use the side door? Geezer Loris. He's a geezer, he is.
Do you know how hard it was to get those cabbages into the city? Nigh on impossible.
This game is so well finished, they even have voice acting for a cabbage salesman. Now, I'm going to have to just point this out, because one of the things that we, like, degraded Celesta, Crown of the Magister, for was some of the boxes of vegetables that had just, like, flat textured pictures of fruit and vegetables, and they looked, like, really, really grim and bad. That is not a whole lot better. So I think I should just... It's only fair, in the interests of transparency, that I point that out when I did sort of rib the Celasta for it a little bit as well. So I need to go... The entrance to this shop is... I've gone past it, surely. Can't get in there.
Left.
Okay. What's going on here? Are you one of us?
I got lost. And then when I found Mummy and Daddy again, they wouldn't get up. I shouldn't have run away. I'm sorry.
Sounds so sad. Don't worry, kid. You're going to grow up to be Batman.
Daddy,
See how it works.
get up.
Harry Noodles.
Little Unfounders Fork's gutted. Didn't see it happen, or thank the gods. City's home to some proper sick bastards.
Shall we try talk with the dead? Is that of interest?
The corpse remains silent.
Nah, okay. It's just general city life. It's a rough hole round here, it is.
Can you tell us what happened?
The broadsheet
There's a
bunch of
Yorkshire
pots
term
ever
for you,
since
a
I
rough
left.
hole.
Gonna need to change out this barrel.
If you go further south in Yorkshire, it's pronounced oil. I don't know why. A rough oil. Or a... They call everything oils down in South Yorkshire. You've got a chip oil, which is a chip shop. A money oil, I think, which is a bank. And a rough oil, which means just like a rough place. Or as we call them in North Yorkshire, the proper true end of Yorkshire, a rough hole. I don't know, it's a funny place, is Yorkshire. I don't know, we don't quite speak the Queen's English over here. Or the King's English, I guess I should say now. Right, I think this is where we want to go. So, quick save. That's interesting. Oh, I clicked on the door. I thought the doors had magically shut behind me as I went in. I thought, that's a proper magic shop.
I shouldn't have to wait until I've got nothing left. I need to be prepared. We all do.
Lorokans, we need to speak to him. Who's Big Clive?
Something to ask.
Excuse me, can't stop. There's only so much shopping time left before the absolute breaches the city.
I guess we don't want to speak to them.
Bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
Okay. I'd kind of like to have a little run around this first, because this place looks cool. Lester Farrower. Is he related to me?
I'm trying to work out how many pinches of mugwort is equivalent to one of Mother's Leaf.
No. I guess there's a lot of people here we can't talk to. Tolna Tomemonger. Oh, she's a bookseller. Oh, we need to speak to her. That's the one we actually need. Right. Hey, Tomby, nice to see you. How's it going? You've done multiplayer Baldur's Gate. How chaotic is it? Because we're thinking of having a 4-player run.
Literature department. Can I help you?
I'm a bit hard of hearing. Miss, you're going to have to speak up a bit. Why are you whispering?
These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
Please be an option to shout yes. I knew this. I knew they'd do this. Is that true, books? Are you sensitive? Holy shit. Well, I guess that answers that question then. I didn't quite see that coming. It's not as mad as you think. Best to stick together though so that you're all sharing the cutscenes together. Yeah, we're planning a bit of a crazy run through.
What you've done. By all the gods, I give my ear for the least bit of respect for the written word.
You should have had a sign
Go
up.
rack the clown on your own time. Come back when you've cobbled together some manners and are prepared to pay for the damages.
Oh, how much is this going to cost? 400? Is that all? They're not very good magic books if they're only worth 400. Sorry about that. I know. I now understand books need to be well treated. Lesson learned.
That's better. How can I help you?
Do we still need to whisper though? Let's see what she has on offer.
Scrolls, parchments, codices, tomes. Take a look and see what calls you.
With Wither's Wardrobe, you can store fellow players temporarily if, say, only 3 or 2 people are available. Well, that's a really good feature. I had no idea that was a thing. That's awesome. So they've really thought out how they... Well, they've thought out the issues that people have in multiplayer, don't they? It's like the 4 of you meet up, start the game, and then next week, like, Bob says, oh, I can't make it, I've got to take the kids to swimming. And then you think, okay, we'll just play the week after. And the week after, Steve's like, oh, I can't come tonight, it's my mother-in-law's birthday. And you never get round to finishing it. So the fact that you can, like, put players on pause in the game and maybe get someone else in, that's awesome. It came in at a later patch. Whereas the fact that it's coming at all, I think that's a really good feature. I've played multiplayer games that started off with the best intentions, and then, sadly, the 4 of us just couldn't get together to finish them. Tabletop games as well, actually. We've done that as well. So, would I like... I don't know what the books are like. We'll maybe talk to and see if we need any of these. Ye Folly of Carsus. Lorocan. Wizards of Note. Loro... It's... How do you pronounce this? Lorocan, I think. Scrolls of Shatter. Fireball's always tasty. Blink. Sunbeams, really, really good in the right. How much are these? 900. Oh, I need to spend... No, I don't think I will. I need to spend a lot of this. I've got 20,000 put to one side. Disintegrate. Shoot a thin green ray from your finger. If the 50 to 100 force damage reduces attack to 0 hit points, it disintegrates into a crumbly ash. How much are those? Okay, can I split them? So I only really want one. We'll consider that. That might be a possibility. Can I sell any crap though? Crap selling is my thing. Looking forward to a solo run through, but multiplayer is where it's at, I think. I think solo probably is better to get all the story elements thoroughly investigated without someone messing it up, or skipping it, or not being there to experience it, or someone else starts a conversation and you're distracted and can't join in, stuff like that. And multiplayer for the laughs, I think it's got to be better, surely. Oh, we've got some of these as well. Okay, we can possibly... That doesn't come up to a whole lot of money, does it? I thought we'd have more. Right, I'll put those down. And we'll come back. I'm just going to sell on all the characters here. She's got a bit of cash. There's nothing much there. Oh, hang on. There is much there. Okay, and heavy stuff as well. Let's get rid of this. I think I want all the Starian's swords keeping. Oh, we can get rid of that one. We've got a new bow now, so let's ditch that. But the swords I'm going to keep in case this dagger combo I end up not liking very much. I think that's okay there. think you did around 10,000 gold and a shed ton of materials last night. Oh, you're in Act 3, you've just been running around stealing things from traders. That's the way to do it. Distract them with one character, steal everything with another. I like playing the light-fingered playthroughs. Blackguard's plate. Haven't found anyone with enough money to buy that off me yet. What's it worth? We could trade it in for some scrolls here. Disintegrate's going to be... let's have it. Let's have it. Flesh to stone. Globe of invulnerability. The wall of ice. Sure, let's take him. I might learn some of these. The circle of death's a really good one. And sunbeam. So, okay, I'm going to spend some money, but I'm going to get some kick-ass scrolls as a result of this. Chain lightning never gets old either. Dominate person. I think I've probably spent enough there. Could I get rid of... It's a good shield. I'll sell it somewhere else later, I'm sure. And the Shadow Heart, yeah, come on, we'll get some of this money back. This tiny bit. Got quite a lot of armor, actually. Okay, it looks like I do. Right, let's get rid of this. And let's trade in for some even more stuff. Do I want more stuff? Vampiric Touch is... It's actually quite nice. But there's got to be some better stuff up here. I'll take 2 of those. That's near enough. Excellent. We should be well sorted at that. Right, so we didn't actually go for any of that. We just wanted to go and talk to them. But let's get the scrolls learnt here. So we've got a wall of ice. Is it worth learning the spell? I don't think I'm going to use that one very often. Disintegrate, I am definitely learning. They're the only 2 I actually got for him. He already has Sunbeam and Eye Bite I don't like the look of. So now at the level 6 stuff, we've got some really good spells. The trouble is all my lower level stuff are really good as well. I don't really want to not have them, not have access to them. You always need something of lower level to be able to cast selected, so you don't end up getting stuck with a low level spell slot but no spell to cast with it. Disintegrate was that one. I mean, 50 to 100 damage is awesome. I feel like I have to make room for that somewhere. Phantasmal Killer. Phantasmal Killers, it's quite nice. The Ice Storm is useful if the enemy are like gone invisible and I'm trying to out them from somewhere. And we've got our level 1s. Shield is just amazing. Polymorph I don't use as much. I might drop the Phantasmal Killer and go with Disintegrate because I feel like we should try that out. Then Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning sounds way better. Do you know what? Let's drop that. And then we've got options for all our situations for our 1 level 6 spell slot. But we have the options. Right, anyway, back to the plot.
All about profits, my love.
How can I help you?
Let's have a look. I'd be interested in especially rare tomes you might still have. I really do. I want to do that. No.
Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Leveroken was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently.
Ha ha.
They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you?
I don't know, Gale, do they? Do we need any of these? I guess we should start asking about these, eh? How am I doing with the Illithid power using the tadpoles? Yeah, as you can see from the dark blood running through Eric's face, I am well invested with the tadpoles, both him and Gale. The other two characters I've kept clean of them. Well, Shadowheart didn't want anything to do with it to start with, so that's the reason why. And then Astarion did, but I haven't actually put any in. But I've gone all in on the other two. So I don't know how this is going to turn out for us in the end. What are the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly?
It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt.
This sounds relevant.
Magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
Great, we'll nick it.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the crown's true nature. If only you could read them.
Does it come with a guide? Rabid Haggai, thank you very much for 39 months of subs. That is awesome. Love you for it. Cheers, thank you. You're really tempted to embrace the Illithid power more and get some rather OP spells. It's a case of having them on the right person, I've noticed. Like with Gale, I picked the Black Hole one, thinking this sounds good, which sucks all the enemies into a group. But then he's also the one with like the Fireball and Area of Effect spells, so it would have been better if I'd had that on another character that's likely to go before him in the turn order. So a bit of planning on my part would have been better. But yeah, some of them are useful, certainly. Some of them you've got to be careful with. Some of them I just plain out don't trust. But yeah, it has its uses. Sounds perfect. How much for me to buy it from you?
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence.
I've got to ask something here.
Forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread.
There's something a little bit weird going on with the lighting and the characters' faces, because I've noticed this before in various cutscenes. I've mentioned it, but it's especially obvious here. They all have a light source within their mouths. Did you see the blue one in there? Like she's sucking on a glow-in-the-dark gobstopper or something. I don't know if it's intended or if it's a light source that's supposed to be around a character model to cast shadow elsewhere that's showing that shouldn't be. But I've seen it in several cutscenes. It's the chain of Void on first tune, DPS on second, or Potion of Haste. Potions of Haste are very useful. I do like those. Let's have a look. I came all the way from Neverwinter to admire your collection. Couldn't I just peek in the vault? Persuasion. Isn't it your job to share knowledge, not keep it locked away? At least tell me where the vault is. Let's try Persuasion. This is going to be hard, I think. Yeah, it is, but I've got the right guy for the job here. This is his job. He's very charming with his side whiskers and his black varicose veins on his face.
Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either.
I see. She's trying to tell us subtly that we should go through there. That's what she's saying. Let's have a look. Surely there's some amount of gold that can convince you to part with the book.
Psst. I already told you. It is locked in our vault. And with good reason.
You can't see it here.
Imagine if a tome so dangerous was sold to someone with such poor comprehension.
How rude. Thank you. I've learned more than enough. Can we see it? Yep, there we go. It's right there.
Even simple knowledge of these tomes is enough to stimulate most.
That weird light in their mouths. I can't remember who I first saw it on, but it's kind of off-putting once you've seen it. Hey, Catherine. How are you today? Right, so there were some other books in there. Can we talk about the other books?
How can I help you?
About those rare books.
What would you like to know?
So there's that one. The Tharchic Codex, Sites of the Seelie, the Curriculum of Strategy. Let's ask.
Interesting choice.
Yes.
If If I didn't know better, I'd think you might have the necromancy of Thay in your possession. I'd advise tremendous care with the Tharkiat Codex. The cost of unlocking its mysteries is onerous.
Right, we need to break into a magical vault. I don't know what you're referring to. But let's get the information on the others anyway. The curriculum of strategy.
You've heard about the Red Knight, I trust? Devout strategist made exarch of Tempest.
Never heard of him.
This treaty is a compilation of her own design.
Her.
Kept here on the material plane for the benefit of us mortals. Quite rare.
I'm good, thanks, Catherine. Let's have a look. And the Sights of Cecily?
Its author was a spectacularly talented halfling. She was, allegedly, able to establish contact with members of the Seelie court.
That one's not ringing any bells.
Can you even imagine what wonders
Right,
the
let's
Fae
leave.
Pantheon?
Okay, so we need to go and have a break-in somewhere. Let's go and find the place.
Time to press ahead.
There's a corpse? What's... There'll be some magical experiments gone wrong. Oh, it's alive.
You're after nothing but the best.
Hailed by Volo. Oh, by Volo as the sage extraordinaire, and by many grumbling parents of impressionable young women as a bloody nuisance. A wizard of great renown. Okay. I guess I could go around reading everything, but I don't think we've got all day for that. We go and see the person at the front door. They look bored.
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorceress Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Leroican, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the Night Song, say Night Song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
I want to say one of these, and I hope the response is, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Would you like me to repeat the offerings?
Enjoy our unmatched selection.
Not quite like a true call centre then. Let's see. I mean, they've got some good looking stuff. Harper's Sacred Striker. This is a quarterstaff. Spiritual weapon and topple. Unlikely to be of any use to us. They've got some magic hats. Well, just hats, but they look like they should be magic. He's got a whole lot of cash as well. What's he got here then? Birthright. Ooh, +2 charisma. I don't think it's worth taking for any of us. I'm not going to replace it for... that's like a sorcerer or a bard hat, isn't it? That's... Alright, I'm taking note of the location of this for when I come back in the multiplayer playthrough. Armour of Landfall. It's only light armour. High spell casting gain. +1 to spell save DC. Green bed regeneration. It's druidy stuff, it looks like. Or some other nature caster. And a vest of soul rejuvenation. The wearer can use a reaction to make any unarmed strike against any attack. Right, it's monk stuff. A shame. Ring of regeneration. Heals 1 to 4 hit points a turn. Why am I wearing a bloody signet ring? Why have I ever equipped that? I've obviously clicked on something I shouldn't have done at the wrong time. A ring of poison resistance would be far more useful there. This is... Alright, this is useful. Not sure if we want it though. Quick spell flinger. Cantrips that cost an action. Cost a bonus action instead. This effect can be used, once per short rest. I don't think any of his stuff's worth buying. I am sad to say. I think we're probably done with the fancy halberd of vigilance, though. We could probably sell... We can definitely sell the crossbow I've got lurking there. And that. Okay. Let's also provide information on the night song thing. Do you know what? I might just hold off on that until we have gone to check out her office. Let's have a look around and explore. There's a big metal door. I need... Oh, okay. There's several.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the night song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Leroican's time, reconsider.
Well, we do. Okay.
Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
I'm guessing this is the good one, right?
The night song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike. The night song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts. The night song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own. The night song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
In we go.
What have we here? A magician in a tower.
Oh, she said she'd meet us here.
Hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely. Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The night song is a person.
Roland made it here.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
My apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect. Perhaps we could start over. I am Leroican.
Leroican.
I am most pleased to make your acquaintance.
That's how you pronounce it.
And that of your fine companion, who perhaps heard I was looking for you.
Aelin, I don't trust this. We should go.
Go? So that this Magus might send his jesters to harangue me night and day? No. We have come for answers. And if needed, heads.
She looks quite different without the helmet.
Allow me to explain. Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind.
This is a bad idea.
You serve your mother, Seluna, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them. You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years.
Oh, yeah.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason.
Here we go.
They say madness and genius are separated by but a hair's breadth. Perhaps the same is true of madness and stupidity.
I think this is going to be a fight very quickly. This wizard's really nasty. He's been beating up poor Roland. Quick save. Thank you, T-Pod. I will quick save. This is likely to be very bad. A man named Ketheric Thorn already tried stealing Night Song's immortality. He's dead now.
But his magic lives. I'd hoped you'd keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible.
That's what I do.
Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Asimar, she must go directly into the caging runes.
I need to appeal to his better nature.
No, Master Lorcan. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the Night Song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish. But never under your tutelage.
Ah, I've looked after him then.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
We kill him now,
like
I
you,
think.
I think that sounds like an excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan! We who detest you so!
She's got a nasty streak.
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
So how many have we got in here? And who's going first? Right. He's no doubt going to have, like, masses and masses of protection. Let's see what he's got. Well, that's not very much. These look like a different proposition. A fire myrmidon. Immune to fire. Ethereal. Is incorporeal and can't be shoved, thrown, or used as an improvised weapon. Hellish rebuke. Okay. Oh, that's going to be really awkward. So we don't want air of effect on these things, otherwise Gale's going to get destroyed. And unless we have some fire protections, permanently armed. Okay, so they're just going to be tough, but doable. This thing, crank. Resistant to psychic and poison, so that's not a problem. Anti-magic susceptibility. Capacitated by anti-magic fields. We had some things with anti-magic fields, didn't we? Oh yeah, when we found those automatons before in the Underdark. Now the guy I'm most worried about is this dude here. He, fire, lightning, cold, and poison immunity. Earth and Siphon. Nearby Earth Myrmidons grants the affected entity immunity to poison damage. Oh, so that's where he's getting these from. So it's those things. He's not immune to force damage. Right, Arcane Enchantment. Spell save. When attacked, the affected entity can draw on Siphon magic to cast Elemental Retort, which I don't know what that is. Within 30 meters. Empowered Evocation. Opportunity attack. Potent cantrip. Sculpt spells. Okay, so it doesn't hurt the allies. Advantage on saving throws against spells. So what we need to do is something that is not going to give him a saving throw. I think the first thing I should do is try and silence him with an arrow. Do we have sneak attack? Yeah, we do. So let's go for... I don't even know what it's called. That's more for breaking concentration. I don't know how long the silence lasts for. Let's have a look. Silence it. Can't speak or cast spells with a verbal component. Let's try it, see what it does. Silenced. Sneak attack. So... it's for one turn. Okay, so it's going to be this coming turn. So is this where we just pile in and do the maximum damage? You can't actually get in there, can you? I would love to be able to just run in there and do some major hurt, but I can't. Gain advantage on your next attack roll. I'll do that. So we've possibly got next turn as well. So let's just move out the way. We've got a couple of things going on before then, however. Right, that thing is in the way, isn't it? So that's not good. He's not immune to force damage. I'm suddenly thinking. Disintegrate. He does get saves against this, though, which is not good. I need to make sure Big Eric can get through this. So, I think the first thing we should do, let's make sure there's not an enemy at my back, is Misty Step over here. I need attackers to go through this and do some serious hurt. We've got... There's the black hole option. I don't see how that's going to be particularly beneficial. He's not immune to radiant damage. Boom! It didn't save. Nice. Okay. Blinded. Silenced. His mate's not looking so fit either. So far, this is looking positive. I need to be able to somehow get in there so I can do the damage. Explosive Icicle. I think we'll shield that one. Thank you very much. They're no longer blinded. Oh, their turns have been, have they? Gale's on the floor. That's fine. What's her health looking like? Should be really good. Tempted, actually, if I'm honest, to go in here and draw that thing's attack.
Got to press on.
Can you knock it down? No, they're immune to prone, so that was kind of stupid. Let's do... I'm almost certainly going to do the bonus mass healing word, I think. Keep doing silence, as it will completely keep him unable to cast. That sounds like the plan. So many options. What about a big, juicy... This, what level is this? Level 5 spell slot? A Flame Strike. Right, so there's 2 things dealt with. And then let's hit the bonus heal. Allies. And then we're going to need someone to go running in here and just... I think he's going to come back to life. I have a feeling he's going to come back to life. Which is the one that cancels this? Sonic Dominance. He's not getting out of there. He hit me with a lightning bolt. He's going to regret that. Because I have a charge attack of some description.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Not enough movement? Oh, should I have done that? I should maybe have done that. However, it's not over the Force Tunnel. I think we're going to get him with a Starion or someone. I could dash in. I don't think that's the best thing to do. We have... I've displaced him even further, which is not really what I wanted to do at this point. How about I Misty Step right next to him? Why didn't I do that before? Because that's a bonus action. Anyway, we're right next to him, so we get the sneak attack bonus that's coming in. You can lay into that thing and take some damage. It's not doing the Hellish Rebuke, as I expected. Someone else must have taken that hit already. Right, so we're onto Astarion. Do I want to waste... I don't have many more of those arrows. That would be disadvantage. Let's move up into the middle. I have a strong a strong suspicion he's going to come back to life. Let's do something else that's likely to cause him some serious pain, though. A barbed arrow is absolutely fine. Sneak attack. I was wrong. Okay, unless that turns out to be something else. Stopping the repetition of history. Gale is inspired. Alright, so far so good. Have we got anything that we can safely chow down on with this bite? I don't think we have. So I'm just going to stand in the middle. Gale's going to die. Probably. Immune to poison. No surprise there. I feel like that Gale's... I feel like that sorcerer's gone down a bit too easily there. Yeah, I'm thinking Misty stepping out of that particular hole. Now, I need to pick a target that doesn't currently have that hellish rebuke. So that one would work. We could do that. Or could I do this? I don't have the chain lightning because I've already cast my level 6. Crap, that would have been nice. Immune to fire. I don't have the other good stuff ready, do I? Disintegrate, I can't cast anymore. Chain lightning, I could from a thing. This guy's not weak to fire damage, is he? I mean, he's not resistant to it. No, he's not. Okay. Let's give him a level 4 blast of this. That does some good damage. Oh, and let's also go in here. I should have more potions than this, surely. Oh, I've used the bonus. Okay, fair enough. But we should probably replace that. Let's put that on as well. You've never seen him go down so quickly. Good job. I'll see him come back to life. This would be interesting. I just assumed because he went down so easily that he would come back to life. I thought, no, an almighty powerful mage. I mean, Gale's got that thing, that weird projection thing that plays a bit like the call center guy downstairs in here that resurrects him, doesn't it? Or tells you how to resurrect him. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had something similar. Which of these do I want to actually try and hurt? Probably this one. Let's see if we can get this guy down. Unless I have some amazing all-damaging spell from some... I've got a free moonbeam. A sunbeam even. Can I line that up to get a couple of attacks on somebody? Not from the angles that we're in. Not without frying Starion in the process, sadly. Still, this is possible, so let me try this. There's not a pixel there between. I'm going to get... No, okay. I'm not going to do that. That would be stupid. She might be able to take it, but it would still be stupid. He has no friends to bring him back to life. He's doing well. Roland's doing quite well in all this. Can we actually get in somewhere? I should probably have done the fly first, shouldn't I? How about... Because I feel like he's going to go down... Well, let's go and secure the kill. I'll not use it on this one. Can I still fly over somewhere? I can. Amazing. No, I can't. I don't have the... Okay, I don't have the point. Yep, that figures. He might also have a key to the vault on him. Now, that might be something that we can really use. Right, it's dagger time. I really like that on Astarion. That's good. If I all live, there's a nice surprise. I like nice surprises. Still can't get over there to eat him. I'll just move into the middle and prepare for the next stage. Who's he going for? Shield blow. Unlikely. Oh, of course they can't be knocked down, can they? Right, we're on Gale. This thing... He has his Hellish Rebuke again. In that case, someone else should take the hit for me. Can we not get through this? It's fast. Oh, it's covered in oil and stuff, isn't it? Do you know what? I am not in the mood for going slow. It's blinded. He must still have his Hellish Rebuke because I didn't get it.
Take two.
Gale.
Death is but a word away.
Let's have a look at him. He still has it. But it's a constant thing. Okay, so it looks like... Let's just... Shocking Grasp. And then run away.
Swiftly now.
And maybe take a little potion as well.
I'm ready.
I think we finished with you, didn't we? Good old magic missile. And then Mr. Mutton Chops. Just fly over there. One of the benefits of tadpole powers. So I think it's time we used a Radiant Smite. I love this. Look at that. Look at that pose. Right, let's get a look at the Far Realms. Smack. I think he felt that one.
Lorokan, you who would see me caged, you who would purchase my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see.
Don't you throw him away.
Watching. She is indomitable, and when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty.
Oof. Well, he did deserve that. I thought she was going to, like, cast his body into the abyss, like the Emperor being thrown down into the reactor of the Death Star. As long as we can still loot it and talk to him, I am happy here.
Let's have a look.
Right, what's he got? A topaz, a couple of pearls, a shelter of Athkatlar. Your advantage on saving throws against spells and mirror image. I'm going to send that to Gale. We should definitely check that out. And a despair. This is a quarterstaff. You have +1 bonus to spell save and spell attack rolls, and a +2 weapon enchantment. Do you know what? That might be good stuff. Send to Gale. Before I talk to him, is there anything secret and hidden in here? Which... What the hell is that? And why is it hovering 200 foot in the air outside above the city? We'll pretend we haven't seen that. Okay, I just wanted to check first in case one of the 5 questions that we ask him might be, what's the vault? Well, what's the code to this whatever over here? But I don't think there's anything like that. So let's just bring it on.
Oh, I have
Gale?
a magic touch.
Let's talk to the guy.